I want to talk about a specific clip from the season 19 trailer for Sister Wives. So I'm going to play it here in just a second.
Having a hard time feeling like losing respect for you.
Robyn, I can't even get it straight with you right now.
So I want to talk about that exact part, which is my first reaction was, isn't it interesting that Christine was so willing to work with him and he did not want to work on that relationship. Janelle also was like, hey, let's work on this. And he's like, no, you need to get online. He did not want to work with Mary, but whatever. And now he's left with this woman who is I feel like she is saying worse to him to his face as a present wife than anybody else said while they were still working on the relationship. You know, Christine always had his back, which is in fact one of the reasons why I didn't like her a lot. As I didn't like her as much as I eventually liked her, was because she was constantly covering for Kody those first 17 seasons. She was constantly making excuses. I'm a bad person. I need to do this. I need to do that. And I was like, girl, stand up for yourself. This is ridiculous. Janelle, not as much, because Janelle was just more private. But I think it's really interesting. So Robyn always played the victim against how mean Christine was, how she didn't say much about Janelle and she didn't say much about Mary, but it was always on Christine. And we've all wondered what's going to happen when Christine is gone and it can't be Christine's fault anymore. And they're still blaming her a ton. But what's interesting is now Mary has left and now Janelle has left. More or less, it sounds like Kody hasn't fully accepted Janelle has left, and we were all like, "What's going to happen with Robyn?" And what that clip says to me is now Robyn is going to have to paint herself as the long-suffering wife of this guy who can't get his act together, because before she was the perfect wife to this wonderful man, and the other sister wives weren't doing what they were supposed to. They didn't help out with my sister wives closet. That story went on for seasons and seasons. They're not there for me. They're not helping with my kids. And when Christine would say things like, why did you bring it up? Well, we're all too busy. You know, no one can help me. No one has kids my age. No one can be like that. There's always some excuse. Well, now everyone else is gone. And so now we're starting to see the new storyline, which is that she's the perfect wife to this, long-suffering wife to this man. And that's the only way that she can continue this ongoing Cinderella story of the downtrodden who's trying to do everything perfect and her evil stepsisters, the evil stepsisters and the evil stepmom, so now we have to find a new target. And it's interesting to me. Well, first of all, that's my first point. My second point is this man who has completely ruled by ego. He has the thinnest skin in the world. Seems to be putting up with it. He seems to be totally fine with her blaming him for everything, and even taking some of the blame. So that's really interesting. I wonder if that will last forever or how long until he has a snapping point where he's like, I'm the one who's a victim here. Why aren't you supporting me the way he kind of did to Janelle? So it's going to be interesting. I don't know if we're ever going to see it. I don't know that we're ever going to see any of that or if that's going to all happen offline, off camera. The show will get canceled and 10 years later we'll find out that they separated or something, or whether they'll find a new homeostasis that works for them where everybody else, now it's the viewers are the problem, then the producers, and then TLC, and it's always some new boogeyman. So we'll see what happens.